What's up guys, it's John, and today we're answering the question, what do you look for in an AR500 steel target? You know, there are a lot of people out there that are starting to use these. The advent of the steel target was one of the greatest things to ever happen to the shooting industry, the shooting community. These things are absolutely fantastic. And what we're going to talk about is what you should be looking for, what exactly you need out of a steel target. First and foremost, you want an easy setup, and as you can see here, this thing goes together very quickly. This is an IPSC C-Zone target from RSR-Steel. It's got a base, the top hanger unit, as well as the steel target out front with the plate. This thing is actually really nice. Another thing that you want to look for in a steel target is versatility. Here at this range, there is a ton of rocks in the soil, and as you guys saw, I've used other steel targets here. I've used the ones that spike in the ground. The unfortunate thing is I've either chipped the spikes or they don't go deep enough to stay upright on their own because the ground is so rocky here. So this, having its own independent base and using spikes to stay into the ground, is really nice. You have a lot of versatility as well in the back when you take the plate off with the 2x4. You provide your own 2x4 to adjust the height at which you need this. Comes with this hanger unit that you just place on top of there, and you hang the steel target from here. This whole thing is built out of quality steel. This has taken a couple hits and the base has taken a hit, and as you can see here, it just goes through the wood. This was upside down. We had a 223 round go right through this and stop at the back with no damage besides a hole in the base. It's good to go.
Speaking of quality, here's a closer look at the welds on the base unit as well as the thickness of the material so you can kind of get an idea of how it's built. The welds, in my opinion, are good to go, especially on that top unit where it's taken a lot of abuse. You can see the swinger starting to rub at the finish there, but that's not a big deal. And there is the reversible swing hanger, whatever you want to call it. You can flip that around to the other side and use both sides of the strike face. That's really cool. I like that.
One of the other things that you should take into consideration when buying a steel target is the value of that target. I mean, you spent a lot of time and effort earning your money, so you want it to go a long way. This particular setup with the welded base, the nice top unit, and the steel plate out front, which has the hooks built into it, goes for $175. I mean, that's a home run in my book. Now, here's the kicker. RSR Steel came up with a way to get you one even cheaper. They've modified the base slightly. It's a very similar base. However, it comes apart, you put it together, and it goes for $160 shipped. To my knowledge, there isn't another company on the market making something this good of quality at that price point. That's fantastic. Now, the main thing that goes into consideration with a steel target is how long is it going to last? Sure, you spend that $160, $175 to get yourself one of these. How long is it going to last you? I've had some other steel targets for many years now, and they work out great. This one has been taking abuse for about 6 months or so, and it's taken some serious abuse. We purposely shot this thing out of spec. We shot it way closer than we're supposed to see what kind of abuse it takes. Now, the actual AR500 plate that is attached here is sourced from the same place as armor plating for vehicles. This is impact resistant armor steel. It is very good quality. Now, you can see some of the shinier spots such as here, and there's a little divot here, and that is from heavy, super fast 5.56 loads at really close range, way out of spec. They say that you should be shooting this at about 100 yards, and we were shooting it way closer than that to see what kind of abuse this takes. Now, this is still completely usable. It's got nice rounded bolts on the front, so you don't have to worry about splash. I mean, I'm really digging this. Now, what we're gonna do today is show you even more of the abuse this thing can handle. Let's get to it. What we're gonna do now is show you a little bit more of the abuse that target can take. What I have here is a Beretta 1301. It has 3 1-ounce Federal slugs in it. We're gonna hit the target. Let's try it. And with 2 of those, let's check the high speed. So now we've got an M6 IC with a Gemtech G5 suppressor mounted on it. We've got a few rounds in there. It's about 50 yards, it's a little close. Let's see how she fares. All right, that's enough blowback for my eyes. Let's move on, check the high speed. And you guys know this. This is Project Broadsword, 50 Beowulf. Let's put some rounds on target, see if we can tag it and abuse this thing some more. So we moved up a little bit, and I'm gonna hit it with the Deagle. Let's do this. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so we picked it back up, and we're ready to go hot. This thing rings the crap out of that steel. Holy. This is awesome. And that's how you abuse a steel target, boys and girls. So as you guys can see, this steel target from RSR-Steel takes an enormous amount of abuse, which is a huge portion of what you want out of a steel target. You've got that versatility of setup, you know, you can do a lot of things with it. You've got the ease of setup. I mean, you saw how simple that was to put together. You've got the affordability, which is out of this world with this particular brand. And then you've got that durability. I mean, we've hit this with everything today, out of spec, you know, just abusing it really, just to show you guys that this thing can handle it. Now, another cool thing to note is that, you know, you may notice this thing's leaning a little bit. Well, what that does is that makes your plate last longer. If you have a little more flexibility in the setup, that means this is not rigid and it's not taking all that abuse. That will allow this plate to last you a little longer, and that's a good thing. So those are the things you want to look for when you're going to buy a steel target. Definitely check out RSR-Steel and their high quality offerings. Guys, as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.